Thank you to the beautiful city of Charleston for such a warm welcome and a beautiful day. This year we have 313 participants from 164 schools and 13 different organizations within the independent schools sector with us. We're very thankful for the continued participation of our vendor partners. This year we have 49 exhibitors, 15 of which are sponsors. We very much value their contribution to this program as well as the important services they provide for our schools. Support for this year's conference comes from, at the gold level, Carney Sando and Associates in their 6th consecutive year of SAIS sponsorship. ISM, that is Independent School Management, who have been SAIS sponsors 8 out of the last 12 years. Mills Uniform Company, a first-year sponsor. And Southern Teachers Agency, who've been SAIS sponsors 7 out of the last 12 years. At the silver level, Dennis School Uniform, sponsoring our tote bags for the 5th year in a row. Fax Wren Webb in their 2nd year of sponsorship. Flick Independent School Dining, a supporter of SAIS for the past 6 years. And Follett Virtual Bookstore, who've sponsored 5 out of the last 8 years. At the bronze level, Heifer International, in their 2nd year of sponsorship, is joined by all of these first-year sponsors, including Busmax Renobus, Collins Cooper Carusi Architects, Sheldon Laboratory Systems, ThankView, the ACT Authority, and Utica National Insurance Group. Again, we very much value their partnership and contributions that help make this conference possible and successful. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Early this calendar year, you may remember that Kirk Walker, our president, announced that he would retire from SAIS as president on June 30th, 2019. Kirk's leadership of our association has been stellar, and we are all deeply in his debt. Kirk's extended timeline was instrumental in ensuring that the board had the time necessary to recruit his successor at the highest possible level, and that has maximized the chances for a smooth and productive leadership transition. Yet again, Kirk has served as a selfless model for all of us in independent schools. And after a thorough and highly competitive national search, I'm delighted to report to the membership that the SAIS Board of Trustees unanimously elected Debra Wilson to serve as our next president beginning in the summer of 2019. Many of you know Debra, obviously. And those of us who do, we will surely agree that my introduction will fail to capture the many strengths that she brings to our work and the abundant opportunities that her leadership will generate for SAIS and our member schools for years to come. Debra earned her BA in English from Sewanee and her JD from the University of South Carolina. Since 2002, she has served as General Counsel for the National Association of Independent Schools. Her colleagues at NAIS praise her ability to think strategically and execute on the details. We know Debra from her many presentations over the years that have focused on managing potential risks while advancing the mission of our schools, for supporting and guiding us through crises, known and unforeseen. Debra's colleagues also know that one of her greatest interests is student well-being, a theme that has the attention of all of us and that will be emphasized in this conference. In closing, I want to emphasize that we had a superb group of candidates for this leadership position. You might be interested to know that as part of the in-person interview, we constructed a hypothetical situation intended to draw out how our candidates would respond as president of SAIS. Several of those that we interviewed began their responses with, well, first of all, I would call Debra Wilson. So we on the board called Debra Wilson, and we are delighted that she answered with an enthusiastic yes. Please join me in welcoming our president-elect, Debra Wilson.
Welcome to the Low Country. I'm already taking my marching orders. Lori said multiple times, you have time for brief comments. So I just want to say I'm just so humbled and honored to be offered this position. As I told the search committee, there is no other association that I want to lead. I love this group of schools. I've been in Charleston for 15 years now. And as a true damned Yankee, I've come south and I've never left. And so thank you for the notes and calls of support and the hallway hugs. And I'm just really looking forward to this next adventure together. And then I just want to take a moment particularly to thank Kirk Walker, who, when I called and said, is this crazy for me to apply for this job? And he said, it would be crazy for you not to apply for this job. So I thank him both for the encouragement and for the incredibly fine shape this organization is in. And then with that, we should probably get our fishbowl started. So thank you all so much.